Yo, what's going on, guys? So I been trying to think of adding some other content to YouTube a lot more recently, and taking just stuff from the stream and editing out a lot of the chunks where I'm failing for minutes and hours on end, and just trying to compile them into um, videos where I can just commentate and just kind of talk about the tracks that I play and kind of what I'm planning for the future and stuff. But this is Spare Parts 2 back wheel only that Satch made, and I was very pleased to hear that he was making this track because I had been asking him for quite some time. So thank you so much for doing that, Satch. Means a lot to me, and it was a good challenge. This is a pretty solid level 4 ninja, and that's saying quite a bit because this checkpoint right here, I screwed up the ending, excuse me, a couple times. I screwed up that last jump. It was pretty hard to get that back wheel fully on that box at the top of this here. This orange box. Got it that time. Just barely clipped the back of it, but yeah, there's some really challenging checkpoints in it. This one wasn't too bad. I think the one after this, it was pretty gnarly, but I loved just seeing this track come as a back wheel only kind of track. It was tough because I'm so used to it, you know, not being a back wheel only thing, and it's like it gets lodged in your head, makes it way tougher. But this is the checkpoint that really gave me struggles. Just getting on this fucking platform was a pain, and then launching myself to barely clip this barrel and the fender was a challenge for several minutes. This last CP, not so bad. I mean, I got a couple of saves on it. I thought I was going to get it with just a cheeky little climb on that, but I had to reset it again. Got to go at this ramp a little bit, or at least the round piece a little bit quicker, and lean back and get a little hop like that, so your back wheel can just stick onto that last barrel. But I jumped a little early here. I stopped breathing for a second when I landed, and then started laughing like a madman, and was surprised that I actually passed that on my first attempt. So that was good. That was fun. Really good track, Satch. Next track was Poof. Actually, I don't think this was the. Was this the next track? I don't know. I edited a lot of stuff from the stream the other day, and I've just been wanting to work more on making YouTube videos and kind of editing because I've been enjoying it quite a bit. But Poof, it had been some time since I played this track again. I ended up getting a really good PB. I got a sub 100. I think the last time I played this track, it was at 220 something faults and like, I don't know, 20 minutes. So I ended up cutting it like in half with the time and the faults pretty much. So I was very pleased about that. This was like one of the starting few level 4s that I had played when I was progressing through ninja tracks, and it's still a really hard 4 compared to many, honestly. There's just a ton of stuff going on with many different techniques. Some of the checkpoints are really long. Some have some really steep climbs, some pretty nasty bounces. But God, this track is just so aesthetically pleasing. Ah, man, I almost got that jump on my first attempt at it. That would have been pretty nice. That would have cut down my faults even more by like 20, at least. But yeah, it's weird. Like this checkpoint, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it fits in with it as much because it's like you just do a couple of hops, and then there's another checkpoint there. Like it seems really funky that that one's placed in that spot. Um, but yeah, I mean this whole night was just filled with a lot of different PBs, a lot of stuff going on. I don't think I included all of my PBs from that night. I didn't want to make it a little too lengthy, of course, but um, I'll definitely be trying to take more stuff. I might have to break down some of these videos instead and separate them out individually. I need to make more of an outline for like talking through these videos. I'm just kind of going on a whim here, just going talking about, I guess, the levels and other stuff. I should talk about like what are some of the other things that I want to do with the YouTube channel. Well, I want to learn editing, and I want to learn how to like, I don't know, just get the name out there more. Just hopefully I can supply some decent footage. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I do want to do some more commentating and watching through a lot more of my own clips, and you know, because it helps me a ton going through these videos and just seeing the shit that I do wrong, what I do right, the funny ass comments I make, and just try to relay them back through commentating so I don't have to deal with copyrighted stuff and you know all that jazz. But yeah, I should probably try to find some other like types of music and shit to include while going through and making my videos nice and clean so they don't get stricken down by the damn YouTube police, the FBI, and the CIA of Twitch all combined. Had a little issue with this checkpoint, unfortunately. Um, little pause here and there, not too bad. But I was doing really well at the start of this track. And this part happened. I was talking a little bit on this CP about I just kept rushing these jumps. Um, I have that issue a lot. I get a little too antsy. I was on a really good run, you know. I was at like 0 faults for the first few checkpoints, and then I just started screwing up there, and then it spirals out of control. You gotta slow it down in this game. That's what it's about. You gotta perfect each checkpoint, and you gotta take your time with it. Learning each piece. I mean, if you played the track several times, that's one thing. You can try to speedrun it. If you've played through the track and you're going for, you know, pretty low faults, then you should be trying to rush through it. But for me, like if I'm gonna be looking for a 0 fault run, like I need to visualize in my head what the CP looks like. Like if I can recall what the CP is in my head, then it makes it like twice as easy to do the checkpoint. You know, I know what my rider needs to look like. I know when I need to hit the gas. I know like where I'm going to be landing or where I'm going to be sliding or bouncing or you know, whatever else it is. Well, that was something that I would be working on like in sports and stuff too. It's been able to transfer over into video games, which I greatly appreciate, and I don't know if anybody else has had that experience really, you know, with I don't know what is it like the psychological aspect of playing games versus playing sports. And I used to be you know, into baseball and football, two really big team sports, and it's kind of a transition going over into Twitch streaming and whatnot. But it's been a ton of fun, and I just want to talk a little bit and express how grateful I am for the Twitch community, and especially the trials community that I've become a part of. And I can't thank you guys enough for all the support that you've given me so far, and all the helpful hints and tips, tricks, and whatnot. And I want to help other people out too. And that's it's quite a steep hill to climb. I've always thought about being a teacher. Um, didn't know I'd be trying to do it for games, but I think it would be a good starting spot though. Um, just because I've already had the experience doing coaching and whatnot with sports, especially with baseball. But um, yeah, I want to do more walkthroughs and stuff for levels. So if you guys ever end up coming by the stream, like just drop a track suggestion, track request, or whatever, and I can try to walk you through it and try to upload other individual videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you guys in the stream whenever that may be. So peace out. Have a great rest of your day.